Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Before I get started sharing with you a few projects that I have made using my diamond dies, I just wanted to wish everyone a most blessed, safe, and happy Thanksgiving. I have a ton of people coming from all over Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Florida. Yeah, we have a lot of family members getting together. So, this will probably be the last project I make and upload for the month of November because after today, I'm going to be quite busy with my family, and it's been such a long time since all of us have been able to come together that I will be dedicating the rest of this week because they will be all here till next Monday or Sunday. So I will be very much entertaining and catering to my family. So I wanted to take the time now to wish you all the best of the holiday season this weekend. Um, I don't think I'm going to go Black Friday shopping at all. I'm going to be too busy, cooking and taking care of all these lovely family members. And I love my family. I love catering to them. So I'm going to be quite busy, especially with my sons. Um, yeah, so more than likely, I will try to keep up with my comments and my Facebook over the course of the week, but I definitely will not be able to create or record any further projects for the rest of this week until next week. So I wish you all the very best and hope that you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend as well. On top of that, my twin daughters, Alicia and Leanne, both of them will be 15 this Saturday. Their birthday is this Saturday. So I'm also going to be having a birthday party for them at home since I finally got all the family to come together in one spot. So I'm super excited and, of course, busy because I'm going to be making a big birthday dinner, and I'm going to have a lot of very ethnic foods that my family haven't had in quite some time. Yeah, I'm going crazy. I am going crazy. We're going to have lots of good food, good music, and it's going to be a good time um, for my little girls who are not so little anymore. Yeah, I was kind of melancholy the other day looking at their photos, and I'm just like, where did the 15 years go? I mean, they just grow up so fast. So, yeah, my twins will be celebrating a birthday this Saturday. So, I have Thanksgiving and their birthday. So, can you imagine why I'm going so crazy? So, anyway, in the midst of all these preparations, I had another power outage this weekend. We had a really bad rainstorm with high winds. And of course, I got sick. I just started feeling better a couple of days ago, which didn't help the cleaning and preparations part. But I'm feeling much better now. I have family that's going to be here within the next couple of hours. So I wanted to get my last project for the month up and loaded. It is a DT project for diamond dies. And I did use several of the new and the old Christmas themed dies. And you'll see that. I'll get to that. Before I do, though, I just want to remind you guys, you still have plenty of time to go over to Diamond Dies and pick up all the crafty dies that you need for your Christmas crafty gifts and cards and whatever else, layouts, tags, whatever else you need to do for this holiday season. You still have plenty of time to go over to Diamond Dies and check out their awesome dies, guys. And also remember, if you use my coupon code Thanks Laura, you will automatically receive 10% off of your total purchase. So if you happen to get any of the dies and you punch in "Thanks Laura," you automatically get 10% off. And please remember, all orders over $35, you will automatically be entitled to free shipping, which I think is the most awesomest deal of all, because I hate paying for shipping. Also, want to remind you guys that Diamond Dies is still having their monthly Make It with Diamond Dies giveaway. You still have time. There's still 5 more days before the end of the month for you guys to go on over, create something, and post a picture. So, for my project, I used many different dies of the newer sets from the new released. I used this little guy right here, which is the Christmas tree die. I also used these pine trees, and I used the 2 smaller ones. I did not use the bigger one. I used the small Christmas tree, the small pine trees. I used my fern die. I also used my most wonderful, and the die that I'm falling in love with every day more and more, these nesting tag dies. Now, guys, I don't know if you can see this, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sizes. And I tell you, especially with Christmas coming around, this tag nesting set is a must. Must, must, must. Love it. I'm so happy to have it in my collection. It has made making tags so much fun for gift giving. We also have this little, it is a dog house. However, I used it as a regular house. So this is also part of one of the dies from the latest, newest release that we've had. So I used a little dog house on my project as well. And for my older Christmas dies, I did use my poinsettia flower set. I also used the deer. I used the mommy and the baby deer. Daddy got left behind. I also used my pine branch die, which I can't share with you right now because I seem to have misplaced my die. Don't ask me how, but yes, I did. I don't know. And I also used the Labels 1 nesting die set. Another one of my favorite, all-time favorite nesting sets that we have over at Diamond Dies. And I do have it. I just have it downstairs because I'm working on some Christmas cards. But I'll share with you what that shape looks like. And if you are familiar with Diamond Dies, you probably know what that looks like already. But if you're not, please go on over to the Diamond Dies web store. I will have it in my description box below. And that way you can check out all these amazing dies and goodies. Now, I do have quite a bit of a mess on my desk. Because like I said, I've been a busy, busy person. But yeah, so let me share with you this project that I made. I made 3 different things. This was inspired by Alicia from Alicia's Glitz and More. And her, Rosemary, and Margaret have a Facebook group that I belong to. And there was a challenge over at the Facebook group to create a card, a box, I think a tag, but I'm not sure. I made a tag, but I think it was a tag and a goodie box. And it had to be the same. In other words, whatever you used for your goodie box, you had to make the sister or the I guess the partner or the sister of the project that you made. In other words, you know what? I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. In other words, you had to make the goodie box and make a matching card. So I decided to make a matching card and a tag and the goodie box. Now, you may think me cray-cray, but lately I'm in a recycling, upcycling kind of mode. And I was going to create my own box, but then I thought, you know, why waste chipboard and cardstock and create a box when there's so many things around the house that we can use? So I am not a baker. I'm not ashamed to admit this. But a few nights ago, the girls, my daughters, wanted some cornbread. And I did not have cornmeal at home to make from scratch. And plus, I didn't want to make it from scratch. So I went and got my handy dandy box of corn muffin mix. And these boxes, I don't know, for those of you who know, they're not that big. Nice size box. So what I decided to do was I cut off the top of my box and I looked at it and I said, wow, this is a really good, sturdy box. So I decided to alter this box and create something using something old and making something new out of it. And that's what I did, guys. So let me share the box first. So here's my little box. And this is my little goodie box here. And just so that you can see that I'm not fibbing, because I did make 2 boxes of this stuff. And I don't want all my friends from the South to say, shame on you, making cornbread from a box. No Southerner, whatever. Yes, I know. Like I said, I'm not a baker. So for this project, I used the this paper pad right here, which I'm going to try to get without tumbling everything down. The Signature Christmas by My Mind's Eye. I used that paper pad. And so let me share with you real quick. First, I covered everything with the papers, right? And I distressed everything with weatherwood. And then I don't know if you can see my little poinsettia flower, but I used the smaller. See, it has 2 sizes. You can use them in combination with each other, or you could use them individually. Now, I do have a tutorial on how to make my poinsettia flowers on my channel, if you guys are interested in looking for that. But I made the flowers out of white cardstock. I wanted my, because I'm going to be working with a lot of red and white, I wanted to do something blue and white. So I cut out my poinsettia flowers. I have 3 layers here. And then I don't know if you guys can see these stamens. They were so much fun to get in the center of this flower. And I'm being really sarcastic. But they add such a pretty touch. I really do love them, even though they are not the easiest to get in the flower. But I have these little sugar stamens. And then these little pine cones, I actually ordered from eBay because the ones where I live, they were outside. And my poor little girl, she went outside and gathered all of these for me. These were just a little bit too tiny. And I do have a project in mind for these, but they were not good for what I wanted. So thank goodness I had these little stash of these teeny tiny pine cones that I bought off of eBay last year. And I did cover them with the Cat's Eye white color box. I'm sorry, they're cat's eye shape. The pigment white to give it that little frosty look. I have a some seam binding that I put behind the poinsettia, and then I also covered it with that Frantage by Stamp Pendants, the icicle, the shaved ice. I'm sorry, it's called shaved ice. And this is what that looks like. And I just glued that down with my Aleene's Tacky Glue. And I thought that came out really, really nice. Here I have a labels, and you can't see it too much, but there's the labels, one nesting die. On top of that, I have a little stamped image that I put on Pop Dots. And it says Happy Holidays, which I also stamped out with weathered wood. Here I have one of the green pine branch from DIemond DIe that I cut out. I also added some of the pigment white ink to the pine branch because it was just a little too dark green. And I had pre-cut these pine branches out of some really dark green cardstock. My intentions were to cut it out of white cardstock. But like I said, I'm not sure where I can put that dye. Gotta go look for it. Then I also added some blue lace to the top and bottom. And I also added this flat back teeny tiny pearl trim. And I added some more of the shaved ice on the bottom of the box and all the way around. And I don't know if you guys can see that. Here, I just punched a hole here and here, and I added the lace as my little holder for my box. To the back of the box, I added some blue bling on the top. I also added the 3 cone pine oh my goodness, the 3 pine trees. I'm saying pine cones and pine branch. The 3 trees that are the pine trees, and I offset them just a little bit. Even though these two are the same size, it does look like it's bigger because I put it farther away. Then I put the little tiny one behind that one, and then this one up in front. I did put shaved ice over all the trees. Here on the little house, I added a chimney, and I did distress everything with weatherwood. I used my gel pens for just giving it some shadowing here and making a little window. I also used my clear gel pens on the window to make it look like there was glass on it. I also added a tiny, teeny little bling piece of blue bling to act as the doorknob for the door. And again, I wrapped that all with light blue lace and a whole bunch of shaved ice. So that's the box. For the tag, I used my tag nesting die set by Diamond Dies. On the top here, I have a little silver bell charm that I glued on top of my seam binding, and the seam binding was sent to me in a DT package from Diamond Dies. I did distress and I added paper. First I cut it out of chipboard, and then I added this beautiful design paper, again from the same papers by My Mind's Eye. For this piece right here, I just cut out a smaller of the tags, and then I just cut off the top of the tag so that it would be very close to the shape of the tag. I can't tell if this is glue or not. I don't have my glasses on, but something is annoying me there. I distressed everything again with weatherwood, and I added some bling to the corners, and that was just acting like a little photo mat. Here I have the tiny small Christmas tree, also from Diamond Dies, and behind the tree I have some lace, and I don't know if you guys can see all the little snowflakes on the paper, but I just love this tag. Then behind the tag here, I have this little piece of paper. Now the reason I put this paper is in case I were to use the tag, you can write a little note to, from, and then behind it you can write a little secret note. I love you, happy holidays, sort of to act like a tiny teeny card for the tag, which slips in right there. I have some lace, and I have the 2 little deers from Diamond Dies that I cut out of white cardstock and distressed again with weatherwood, so that the tag has its own tiny little card. So you can use it just as a decorative tag if you want, and write to and from here, maybe with a dark marker or pen, or you can use the little piece of paper that I added to it as a little note card and use it by itself. You can also, as I stated in my last video that I used the tags, you can also just simply take this, make a small card and use it as a card topper. So many ways to use these awesome tags. I'm just loving these tags. I want to start making tags tags galore. Then last but not least, I have my card that I want to share with you guys. I was like really super excited about my card. I think this is the first Christmas card that I made that I like. I've made 2 already, but I wasn't so crazy about them. This one I actually do like. Excuse me, guys. Now for this card, I actually did use my large poinsettia die, and I made this really big white poinsettia flower. which again I added the shaved ice to, and those really pretty long sprays that I got from my stash. I added some more of the light blue seam binding, and I made a double bow. And I also have some holly leaves here. And I was gifted a pack of holly leaves last year, and they're quite big. I felt they were big enough for the flowers. So what I did was I took one of these. These are from Prima. I flattened it down. I glued it. I didn't use this one. I used the other one. I glued it down to my white cardstock, and then I just traced the leaves, and then I fussy cut them, and that's what I came up with. So I actually made my own holly leaves. Now, Diamond Dies does have a die for the holly leaves, and it's this one right here, which is also available at the store. These leaves were just a little bit smaller for me than I needed, but I will be using those in future projects for sure. I have my pine branch die cut, also from Diamond Dies, which I added little blue and white blings, which I also distressed with my white pigment in by color box. Here I have this little die cut. This says Happy Holidays, that is cut out of foiled paper. Over that, I have another Diamond Dies pine branch die cut piece, also with some more bling. And then I added 2 layers of the Nesting Labels 1 set, which, like I said, is one of my favorite nesting sets of all. I really, really love that set. And I have all that on top of this pattern paper here, also from my Mind's Eye Signature Christmas Collection paper series. And then on the inside here, I have another Labels 1 nesting die, so that I can write a message to the recipient of this card. I have some more of that background paper. And I added 2 more. Now, this is the medium and the small. I added 2 more pine trees, again with some shaved ice, and I distressed everything with weathered wood. So guys, that's my card, my tag, and my box. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys get inspired to create some tags, boxes, and cards as well. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a very blessed Thanksgiving. Be safe, guys, especially for those of us who are traveling. And I have to tell you, Thanksgiving has to be my favorite holiday of all. And, you know, a lot of us during this time of year start thinking of all the things that we are so blessed and thankful for, and I'm no exception to the rule. And this year, I think I'm the most thankful for family and friends, the people that we have in our lives that that support us, that love us, that are there for us. Our friends, our family, even some friends can be like family. So I want to thank all my friends out there in YouTube. Thank you so much for all the love and support you have always shared with me, for you guys inspiring me the way you do, for the love and the camaraderie that we all share in this community. I have made the most amazing friends through this community, and I want to thank you all and wish you all the very, very, very best. I am so blessed to have you all in my life, and I thank God every day for it. I hope you guys all enjoy this time of year with with someone, anyone that you love. And I hope to see you all next week, because I will be taking a little time off. So thank you guys for watching. Again, have a most blessed holiday. Have a great day today. I have to go start cooking for my family members that are coming in. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.